Mr. Andy, for the lost 21-year-old that's out there that doesn't know what kind of path he's looking to take, what would you tell that lost 21-year-old with the knowledge you know now?
Well, the guy that's either lost or found, it doesn't matter. If I was 21 years old, what I would do is that I would, number one, become crystal concrete clear on what I believe that I want, right? And by the way, it's going to change every freaking year. So what do you want now? So at 21 years old, I decide what I want, and you know what I would do? Then I would go, once I knew what I wanted, I would attack it viciously. I'm going to tell you how I'd do that. Number one, I'd try to find someone who has been where I want to go. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And by the way, I want to clarify what that means. So we're out here at a solar convention, so if I'm like, man, I want to be somebody who's really good at sales, right? Somebody who's really good at closing, somebody who makes a lot of money. Well, number one, also, what is my integrity? What kind of person do I want to be, right? Because you're going to find two types of people. You're going to find one person that makes a lot of sales, and honestly, at the end of the day, they're a shithead, right? Mm-hmm. They don't stay in great shape. They let their health fall. They're not very good to people, right? Money just magnifies who you are, right? So when they were broke, they were an asshole. Now they're a person who's got money, and they're an asshole. But they got money, and they made some dough, and then also they're not very good to people. They don't take good care of their family, and they just don't bring anything to anybody else. It's always like, what's in it for me? And then you got another guy that's like a leader, right? Like everybody that he runs into, he's like infectious. He's like magnetic, man. He's like loving. He's like, man, dude, you can do it. You can do the same thing I did. Right. All you got to do is believe in yourself. He's a contributor. He's contributing to the world. He's not a consumer, right? That's a big deal to me. So I would find someone who I wanted to be like, who has gone where I want to go. And you know what I would do? I'd pay them whatever to get in front of them. I'd study everything they did. I'd watch the way they operated. I'd watch what they eat. I'd watch how they sleep. I'd watch how they think. Look, you're not them, and they're not you. But your goal is to get everything in your life you've ever wanted and more. And if that person did it, you can probably study them and you can get there. So become concrete clear on what you want. What do you want to do? Okay? And then you're going to write down what are the behaviors that you want to act like. What do you want to look like? What kind of heart do you want to have, right? What are your core beliefs? And then you're going to go find someone, find a mentor, right? That can teach you those things. And by the way, what is it going to cost you? More than you want to pay. It'll always cost you more than you want to pay.